What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Going for Two War Room, sponsored by ExpandTheBoxScore.com. Advanced, adaptable, and affordable premium stats for all sports, including college football. Use my promo code GF210 to save 10% today at ExpandTheBoxScore.com. Hashtag WeGotStats. I'm here with Ryan tonight, and tonight we are talking about Antonio Gandy-Golden, wide receiver from Liberty, 6'4", 220. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Strengths and weaknesses.
All right, Ron, let's go with the strengths here. What do you got for strengths for Gandy-Golden here?
First thing you kind of mentioned already is he's 6'3", 220. He is an absolute load out there to deal with. He's strong. He has a huge wingspan. He uses his body well to box out defenders. He has good hands. And he's a smooth runner. And for his size, he can move. He averaged 17 yards of reception this year. And he was able to play and use all of his physical gifts to the best of his abilities.
All right, good stuff. What about the opposite end of things here? What about his weaknesses?
2 years of experience kind of makes you question a little bit with him. He kind of broke out late. He's not a very polished route runner, and we didn't see him play against the best competition. When you're that big of a grown man playing against at Liberty University, you're quite the better athlete than a lot of guys. So it's maybe not negative with that. It's more of a question. But he still did produce with them. But I think he just needs to polish everything up and kind of go away from his just raw ability.
All right, good stuff.
Who, where, and when.
All right, we'll start off with who. Who are you comparing him to? Who is his player comp?
I'm comparing him to Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt was a guy we saw have a couple big seasons in the NFL and then play for every single team in the NFL. He was always a guy who we saw that huge frame, saw how smooth he was as a runner, him being able to burn guys on deep routes, which always gave you that glimpse of hope. And that talent was always there. It was just kind of missing something. I think Gandy-Golden could start out very similar. He has all that upside. You have all that potential. It's just a matter of if he can put that all together. If he can, he can blow by what we saw out of him production-wise. But right now they have very similar skill sets, and it's not a bad thing at all because he's a talented player. It's just I want to see that put together.
All right. What about where? Where do you want to see this guy go in the NFL?
I think he needs to go to a team who's in the need for a red zone threat and has some other weapons there. I actually like to see him go on the Colts. They have right now T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell, who are both littler guys. They have Deion Kane, who's been beat up. So I'd like to see him be in there, be that second outside receiver. Hopefully their quarterback situation is kind of figured out. I think he'd be an asset there. I think anywhere where you need a big-bodied receiver and a red zone target, he would work. But I'd like to see him in an offense. It's where not everything's on him, but he can still have a nice role.
All right, good stuff. What about when? When are we drafting this guy in our rookie drafts this summer?
He's somebody I'm going to take in the late second, early third round. Maybe slide a little bit more, depending on how he produces at the combine. If he does huge, he'll move up. If he runs bad, it could go the opposite. Because while he was kind of fast, it wasn't super abrupt. So I don't know how well he will run. So I think somewhere around that, he's going to be more of the late round flyer for you who may show up and be worth that late pick.
All right, good stuff. Let's wrap it up.
The bottom line.
All right, give me the bottom line and on Antonio Gandy-Golden. That's a mouthful, man. That's a hard name to say.
Yeah, it really is. Really like him. Strong hands. Great body control. Great size. He has a ton of potential. He's just somebody who needs crisped up a little bit. If he does, that late round dart throw could pay huge dividends for you. But you're drafting somebody late second, early third round. That's a dart throw anyways. And it's definitely worth the pick. And he's somebody who I'd take over some of the other guys in that range just because there is so much upside. He has just as much upside as any receiver outside of the first round.
All right, good stuff. That is Antonio Gandy-Golden. For Ryan, I am Jeff, and we'll see you next time.